Hey, what's happening, my friends? Welcome back to the channel. This segment, we're going to talk about Justin Gaethje versus Michael Chandler. Damn, that would be a great one. Let's get into it real quick. So Michael Chandler, of course, hopping over from Bellator to the UFC. His debut fight, excellent. He stopped the very tough and durable Dan Hooker rather quickly. Pretty impressive knockout. Now there's rumblings of maybe Chandler facing Justin Gaethje, who is a top contender. He fought for the belt at lightweight. This is a really interesting fight because in some ways they're like mirror images of each other as far as like skill set and style. In some ways, obviously some differences. I think Michael Chandler's the better athlete. As far as knockout power, it's tough to say. Chandler obviously has KO power. I might lean towards Gaethje because his KO ratio, you know, compared to wins and other methods of winning is pretty crazy. He stops most people. They both have wrestling backgrounds, heavy hitters, like to strike, but I think definitely Gaethje's more of a striker. So real quick, let's just start with Michael Chandler. Like I said, heavy wrestling background, knockout power on the feet. He's always conditioned as far as I've seen. Freak athlete, very strong. The man's a dynamo at lightweight. He's hungry. I believe he's still in his prime years. Justin Gaethje, top contender again. I mean, he's like right there. Wrestling background. Defensive wrestling, that's pretty much his MO. Primarily a striker, big power on the feet. He's aggressive, goes for the finish. Gaethje used to fight reckless before, but really cleaned up his style. He's a lot more methodical, a lot more measured, which makes him a lot more dangerous. Gaethje, I don't think has a cardio issue, maybe like cardio management, but right now he seems a lot more measured. So I don't think cardio is going to be a factor for him, but I definitely think that Michael Chandler is possibly more conditioned. Who's stronger? Who's to say? Gaethje seems like a brute, has natural strength. Justin Gaethje has a great weapon standing. Leg kicks. Some of the nastiest leg kicks in the game. I mean, he's beating people at the leg kick game who are supposed to be, you know, striking and leg kick experts like Barboza, which is pretty nuts considering Gaethje's original background. Gaethje, aggressive, a finisher, hungry as well. Recently lost to Khabib, no shame in that. So the matchup, how could this fight possibly play out? I mean, I think this is a tough fight for either opponent. In some ways, their skill set and style cancels each other out. Can Justin Gaethje stop the takedown from Michael Chandler? I think Michael Chandler is more explosive. Gaethje, again, doesn't use his wrestling offensively. I think in mixed martial arts, definitely offensively, Chandler's the better wrestler. Who do I give the edge to on the feet? Both have probably somewhat equivalent power. I would give the edge, though, to Justin Gaethje, just based off his stoppage ratio. I think Chandler might be quicker. Faster hands, more explosive, but Gaethje has Gaethje got pretty good timing. His reaction and reflexes. I think in some ways on the feet it's going to be who lands first and who lands hardest. Then that person is going to take over the striking battle. Justin Gaethje's leg kicks will definitely come into play. I think they're going to be really effective and useful against Michael Chandler. Take some of that pop out of his step. Take some of that power out of him, because your base is everything. If your legs are shot, it affects so much. It affects your wrestling shots. It affects your power standing. You do risk being taken down, but Gaethje has such a heavy wrestling background. I think he definitely would throw leg kicks and not really worry about it. Might be in Chandler's best interest to push the pace, use a similar strategy as Khabib, initiate wrestling and grappling early on. Forward, try to wear Justin Gaethje out. Khabib had great success doing that. Like, even in the first round, Justin Gaethje was getting gassed. Did he learn from this against Khabib? Who knows? We will find out in his future fights, but that's definitely a strategy I think Chandler should implement. So who do I think will win this fight? I think it's really close to call, almost 50-50, based on opponents fighting in the UFC, which is like widely considered the top organization. His stoppage ratio, the wrestling background that kind of like nullify takedowns. I might lean towards Justin Gaethje, but Chandler certainly has it in him to beat Gaethje. But if I had to pick a winner, again guys, super close fight. If I had to pick a winner, I'm gonna go with Justin Gaethje. I think the leg kicks are gonna make a major difference. I don't think Chandler has ever, fought somebody with that particular weapon. I think if Gaethje lands some of those leg kicks, some hard shots, it's really gonna affect Chandler and just completely throw his whole game off, create openings. But if Chandler takes a page out of Khabib's book, pressures Gaethje from early on, manages to get past those leg kicks, close the distance, he could be really successful against Justin Gaethje. And if he puts hands on Justin, Chandler has, he's got big power. We've seen Justin Gaethje stop before. But final pick, I'm going to go with Justin Gaethje. I think he has what it takes to nullify a lot of what Chandler does. And I think the main weapon that's going to make a huge difference are those brutal leg kicks. Gaethje got to remain measured, continue fighting this calculated fight style, and he can get the W. Anyway guys, let me know in the comment section, who do you think wins this fight? Super close fight, very hard to pick. I would love to read your thoughts. I hope they book this match, it'll be awesome. Thanks for watching this segment guys. If you enjoyed it, consider hitting that sub button, like and share, helps the channel grow. And until the next segment my friends, you all take care.